8 p.m. 2 exciting hours of pure exciting sports talk. The experts are in the house. Sports Wrap every Thursday evening, only on the big station, only on Q95. Lock it in.
Yeah. Franchise.
When you're ready. Good evening and welcome to your favorite sports program. That's the program everybody looks forward to on a Thursday night. I am Lockett Sebastian and
Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
I'm Emmanuel Loblack.
Right, and as is customary, we always put God first. So we'll start with our prayer.
Lord, we declare that you are good and truly there is none like you. You are a good father, you're a good friend, and you have been faithful to us. We look back at our lives and we realize that it's because you've been there that we are here, and we thank you for that. Today we ask now your blessings upon Sports Wrap. We ask, Father God, that you will take a hold of the hosts, you will cause wisdom to flow out of their mouths, that everyone who listens, Father God, will not just be impressed, but will be educated, will be informed, and will be entertained, that they will receive, Father God, that which they require to get for now as the whole conversation around sports and country is done. Speak to every host, control them, Father God, and cause them to be composed as they do what they have to do in the program this evening. Bless every listener and let everything that is said and done, Father God, in this program redound to your praise and to your glory, that everyone, Father God, will be satisfied with a wonderfully executed program this evening, we pray. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round on yon virgin mother and child, holy infant and bright, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Night, holy night, shepherd, glories stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ Jesus.
Yes. Well, as they say, it's Christmas time, guys, and it's Carol time, and when I grew up in Colio in the morning, sometime around Christmas time, you hear people singing carol. You used to have Senny Wall, and sometimes I don't know, Dr. Fontaine, if you used to have that in your village.
Yes. In fact, that's something I've been always calling for to come back. I mean, that I remember that as a kid, that was the best thing you could hear, man. When you're in the midst of that sleep and you're hearing those voices, then people would come in and they would get the coffee going and the little woozy wash and stuff.
Lobby, did you have that? Yeah, you had that in Roseau in the day, right?
Well, Sebastian, the thing is this, Sebastian. First of all, I would like to say, Sebastian, is this. on Christmas is a special occasion.
Mm.
And what you, Dr. Fountain, has spoken about, that's what we enjoy, we look forward to during Christmas time. And we have to bring, you cannot have the kind of atmosphere you want to have now, a carnival atmosphere, making no sense to me. Carnival, Christmas is a special time. Special. And we, look, our group, Sebastian, the folk singers, we still Sewinal. And not only that, we had a group also that after midnight mass, we would go singing, good morning, I wish, and people would be giving you coffee, giving you, you know, your all those nice.
No, that was lovely, man. People enjoyed that.
Yes, yes.
Well, I can tell you in the country, in Colio, growing up, that was just wonderful. But tonight, guys, we're going to be speaking to, well, Donnie Robinson will join us in studio, and we'll speak to the winners of the coach and the captain of the Paybush team. We'll have them online. We'll also be speaking to football because we have a new entrant into the Premier League. I think it's the Bafokeng team, the back in the Premier League. A lot of cricket, guys. We have, well, New Zealand continue to bat against us. The Ashes, that last night, lovely cricket. In fact, this morning you saw Archer beating some ball. Warren, it's my understanding that they picked the final 15 for the Under-19 World Cup. They didn't pick Senior Fountain, and that is Warren. They have him as a reserve. And that I don't understand. I have to investigate it. My sources tell me he might be a reserve. He's not on the original 15. And they had the guy towards the end batting open. They had him batting all over the place. And as I said, the local cricket association was trying to represent our people. But it's worrying that he mightn't be on the team for the World Cup.
That is a big that's a shocker.
Yeah, it is a shocker.
He's among the better performers.
Exactly. Scored a few 30s, absent and so on. So it's something I'll do more digging, but it's my understanding he's not on the 15. There might be a reserve for the World Cup, which takes place next month. And as I say also, a lot of cricket. There is cricket right in Dominica. The Dominica under-23 team played against St. Lucia today. We'll talk about that as well. And West Indies and Keisha Shallo's position now as president of the board. What happens? We will discuss that as well because that is causing a stir around the Caribbean now. So let's take this caller first before you.
Caller, go ahead. Good evening.
Yes, Tibo, good night. Everybody, good night.
How are you, lady?
I am good. Dr. Thompson Fountain, thank you. You survived. Let me say, Tibo, we used to make mess.
Okay.
On Christmas Eve night.
Right. It's Salisbury, right?
Others, they used to leave the rest for me to finish cook because they go to church.
Okay.
When they come out, they're not coming up. They're staying in the dance after mass. And I alone there with all the food. See, I taking gin, I taking brandy, I taking rum.
You mean you used to drink all that? You used to drink all that?
I used to pour it in the peas, in the rice, in the everything for them because instead they say, and I alone there. When they come and they eat food, everybody have to go and sleep because they soup.
Okay, guys. You know, Adil Roberts does say doubles and coffee, but tonight I want to say Johnny Cake and Kako. Because, let me say something, I'm trying to understand, as I always say, the other side, you won't have any difficulties between them. You don't have it being bombarded on the airway. You don't even know they're having all their problems. But I noticed on Q95 now, there's a tendency now to blowing things, causing stir among people. People are worried. They wonder what is going on. Why that every time, all week, you have this kind of deba? And that's just not good, guys. And you know, it is really getting annoying. That sort of thing, bombarding the air with morning, noon, and night, with that kind of division. I am not telling people how to run their program, but my goodness, that just is not good. And it's about time it be stopped. You cannot have that every time on the airwaves, honest to God. And it is sickening, and it's about time it stop. I'm saying appealing because you don't hear it on the other side, guys. You don't hear it. When they have their 1 minute, Lobby, you don't hear their deba. You don't hear why every time you're just bombarding people with this kind of division every time. Again, I'll say I'm not trying to tell people how to run their program, but let's stop that. Yeah, go ahead, Lobby.
Yeah, see, but two things you forget about the football. Dominica get 18 love against
No,
Jamaica.
no, we talk about that. When it was girls playing against ladies, right?
No, about that. We must talk about that. About Dominica.
I didn't say we not. I said we will talk about that. That's what I'm saying. But it was girls playing against ladies.
Sebastian, on Q95, Sebastian, I concur with you. What I find, first of all, we should be discussing right now is voting. That's what we should be discussing right now. People can, you they're about confirmation. All right, we know what is happening. All right, this something has to be done.
Too much deba, man. Too much, man.
That is not an issue. That is not an issue at all. The issue is this registration. That is the problem. That's
why people have to go register to vote. Let's take this call, Lobby. 1 minute. Yeah. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
First time calling sports here. The problem we have on Trinidad right now is Matt Petty working for the next side. Matt Petty drawing, he's looking right because everything is UWP. He don't tackling no other party. Only UWP. And it's glaring to see now. Matt must stop that.
Well, as I said, I'm not accusing anybody. I am saying it's about time to be stopped. This is a nonsense, honestly. Next caller, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Too much road they have. About a deba in a little party. They have to put out all that dirty.
No, it's Q95 need to stop it. The other party having all their problems. You don't hear it in public. But Q95.
Yes, Steve-O. The party not going nowhere.
I wouldn't agree with you there. I wouldn't.
And tell Dr. Thompson Fontaine, stay strong.
Yes, all I'm saying in the public, then Q95 cannot be doing that kind of foolishness like that. And last week, Sunday afternoon, about 10 to 5, I spoke to Dr. Shalom for about 15 minutes. We had a conversation, politics and cricket. On 3 occasions during the conversation, he said to me, Sibo, tell your party, he didn't say your party, the opposition need to get organized in Dominica. He said to me, since last year, they had their candidates and they were working together and their messaging was good and everything. And so I asked him, have you heard something that in Dominica? He told me, no. But all I'm saying to you, tell the opposition Dominican, they need to get together and have things working. That's the only way you can defeat the incumbent. Let's take this caller.
Good evening, caller. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good day. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
All right. When Matt talk, who did to create that?
Sorry, caller, you're not coming across very clearly, though. I'm not sure.
What?
Your call seems to be dropping in between. Can you go ahead, please? Can you start over? Okay. All right. Yeah, you'll have to try again.
Yeah, so we really next caller. Right. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening to you all.
Good evening. Good evening.
Thompson, Steve-O, and
Lobby.
Lobby. Yeah.
Let me tell you all something. A professional act in one way. When Matt asks you the question, you wasn't bound to answer. And from the time you answer, mission accomplished. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, caller.
Let's take this other call.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening, and how are you?
All right, okay. Good evening.
Okay, I'm listening to you all, and to me personally, I think Mr. Thompson Fontaine needs to wake up. He needs to put his act together. Things are not working as we wanted to. As if like he's on the quiet side. We're not hearing. We're not there. Yes, town hall meetings, but what are you doing? We need to wake up. We need to go out there. What you doing for registration? We have elderly people that want to register. Why are you not coming out?
Well, let me tell you, but no. That is not true.
Well,
yeah, but
all I hear is Thompson Fontaine is on Sports Rap and on a Thursday night.
Oh well, you're missing me, because I will tell you. Yesterday, the electoral office went to Mount Prosper, and they went to Mount Prosper because we were agitating. Okay, they did not go there. It's because we made a serious case about that. We have been talking about it. We have been asking our people to confirm. We are on the ground, encouraging our people to confirm. So the fact that you're not hearing me, I spend 2 hours a week, 2 hours and 3 hours a week on radio. The rest of the time, I'm doing what I have to do on the ground. So I don't think it's fair, all right, to say that we are not doing anything. I don't think that's a
Caller,
fair
are you still there? Oh, she left. Yeah, you know, she made a point though, and that's something I have a problem with as well. In the days gone by, the UWP had meetings all over the place. You would have big meetings in Roseau. And I think when the new year starts, this is something that has to start back. We need public meetings. Every month there should be one. One in Roseau, one in Collyho, one in Portsmouth. But that sort of thing. And I agree with her there that we need more of that. Meeting, public meeting. All well and good to have town hall meetings now and then, but you need public meetings where a big gathering, people from all over can get together.
But Steve, that's the problem. People don't show up.
Well, we have to try it. Let's take this caller. 1 minute. Let's take this caller. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Steve.
What's up?
To you, Mr. Fountain and Mr. LeBlanc. I do not blame Matt for anything, you know, because if you can remember, Steve, if you have a memory, I have a good enough memory, it's not fading yet. During the time that Mr. Edison James was being elected unopposed, and when Mr. Leonard Clinton was being elected unopposed, we never used to hear anything like that. So as soon as Dr. Fountain become leader, that shows you that somebody are not happy with the fact that Dr. Fountain is the leader. A friend of mine who's a frequent caller to Q95 and so, told me, right, earlier this year, that it looks like the faction who is creating all the problem would rather Roosevelt Skerrit come back for another 5 years than Dr. Fountain take office. And I start to believe it.
You think so, caller? You think so?
Yes, very much so. Because they are the problem. Okay? It's not Matt. I don't blame Matt at all. Take out Matt from that thing at all. Because if there was not any problem with that faction was causing any problem, nobody would answer Matt, to tell Matt anything. So it's the faction that do not want Dr. Fountain to lead any political party to be prime minister. These are the people who want to the problem. Because we never used to hear that when Edison James and Leonard Clinton was leader. This was not happening because they were happy that somebody from their side of that side was the leader.
Well, caller, that is what you don't want. You don't want this kind of division. Everybody must be on the same page, and that's what I want to.
What it is. Yeah? But that's what I'm telling. But people, that's what I'm telling you. When Mr. Edison James and Leonard Clinton was the leader of the party, everybody was on the same page. But it happens. There seems to be a problem that they do not have somebody on there from where they live in there as the leader of the party.
What I'll say to you though, and I'm saying it, Dr. Fountain is right there. Dr. Fountain is the leader of the party. He must take charge. That's what I'm saying. He's the leader. You see, sometimes it's like a captain of a cricket team. Everybody probably would like you as the cricketer, but as the captain. But sometimes you have to bite the bullet and decide, well, boy, even if this one don't want to speak to me, I will call them. The captain must get everybody on board, right? That's what I'll say to you. So Dr. Fountain must take charge. You are the leader and lead, go around the place. Everybody not going to like you, you know. No way in anything. Yeah.
But people, Dr. Fountain just told somebody there that she doesn't understand or she doesn't know that he's all about walking, all about going, all about talking to people, right? Mm-hmm. It's the faction that is creating the problem. A particular faction in the party that's creating the problem. All right? And we will see on the 14th what will happen.
Okay, good. We have a couple of callers. Good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, people, what's up, man? You got Dr. Fountain.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
Yeah. So let me tell you something, okay? I listened to the radio this afternoon, and I really thought that all hell broke loose in Dominica when I heard the program, you know, and these kind of things that come from the air. and to me, I think, but is UWP the government that the party that ruling in Dominica or what? UWP the problem that affecting Dominicans the most? Again, I'm not blaming Matt Peltier, in the sense that Matt Peltier's program is his program and he has the right to do whatever he wants to do on his program. So when he open a topic, I think it's the supporters of the UWP that have to be disciplined within themselves to stay away and not come on the radio and stir the debate in public. Because as you rightly say, Steve, the other side doesn't do that. I could clearly remember that one time Kokom called that guy Dario, and Kokom had a serious problem, and Kokom said, look man, and Dario said, look man, the Prime Minister number, you know how to get the Prime Minister call. We do not talk our problem on the air. And I think and I always say, the biggest problem with UWP is the supporters. They are totally liberated. They think that they can do and say whatever they want to say. And this is just not helping the party at all. This is more detrimental to the party than anything. And as I said last week, people always say that, the leadership is not ready and the UWP is not ready. And I say that's nonsense. That's damn nonsense, because the UWP leadership can only have a limited amount of votes, If the people, pardon, I live in the US, all right? And whenever something in the US is affecting the people hit this street before the leaders, Because it's affecting them. The leaders, after the leaders come and join them. But Dominica is the other way. And I think it's just making excuses. I think Dominicans, to me, they say they're suffering, but they're not. Because if they were suffering, they'd be out there doing what they have to do, and then the leadership will follow after. Because the leader doesn't always have to be at the front,
I agree.
The affected people can take the lead one time, but apparently they are not affected enough. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think it's the UWP supporters that have to create some kind of discipline within themselves. Because if Matt have a program and nobody calls, he has to move to something else. But when people facilitate the program or the topic, then he has to do what he has to do, because he's a radio program host.
Okay.
And as Matt said, he's not any member of any party. You understand? That's my take.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool, no problem. Okay, we have hold on, Lobby. All the lights going. Good evening.
Yes, it's me again, Kibo. Kibo, I know it happened to you already. Once you are living on the earth, there are people that just don't like you for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
You have not done them nothing. Well, that is Dr. Thompson Funky. There are people who have done nothing, and I noticed they don't like him. Thank you.
Well, even Jesus Christ, some people didn't like so far. Good evening. Good evening.
Well, let me say this for the last time tonight. Tibo, when Mr. Lennox Linton was leading the party, we had people calling and saying that Lennox Linton is not educated. I was not worried about that. What I used to tell them, send Roosevelt Terry to debate him. If you think he's not educated, that's the best time to make him look bad. He's not educated, and they could not do that. Nobody would send him, right? But I supported Mr. Linton wholeheartedly. So right now the table has been, like he said, his father didn't bequeath the party leadership to him. So the party has voted Dr. Fontaine on 3 occasions. So they just need to realize that it is time for whoever has come, and he has to take his turn to do what he wants. We cannot be voting a leader and he doesn't get a chance to face an election. That is nonsense, That is Russia.
Well, what I would say, okay, next caller. Yeah. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Chibo.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, what happening now, partner?
Everybody good, man.
Dr. Thompson Fontaine
and Lobby.
And Lobby.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The same Monday, they had that program on 295. When Matt asked Dr. Thompson Fontaine, Dr. Fontaine said he and Lennox Lincoln always talking about the party business. So he and Lennox Lincoln, they always close because they're talking about the party business on Monday. So I myself just finding out what is happening in the party I worked so hard to build up there from the scratch. So when you hear this kind of thing, you have to ask yourself, if it's different fraction that causing that, or with some people that don't like Dr. something, or some people that trying to put disturbance in the party.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know, fun color.
Yeah.
Fun color.
Next caller,
right.
probably the last one on that
Last
topic.
one, yes.
Yeah, last one. Good evening.
All right.
Good evening. Yeah. Still about again? Yeah, a lot of. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Is that Q95?
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
I thought you all would have been discussing sentencing election, man, but unfortunately.
No.
Now, I guess there's a couple things I wanted to mention, Reed St. Vincent, and the whole question of political awareness.
Go ahead.
Because this is one of the main problems we seem to have in Dominica. I know the Freedom Party years ago had a well-greased engine, and there was this youth arm, which was a tremendous part of the way forward for the party. Unfortunately, since the Dame died and other people died and so on, you find everything changed. But you know, St. Vincent and St. Lucia, they have a very high level of political awareness.
Right.
I know St. Vincent, for instance, have had some real giants in their politics. I mean, one went out. Ralph Gonzalez, he was a giant in its own right, although the way he come out, I find he wasn't magnanimous.
In defeat, yeah, you're correct.
In the sense that he didn't congratulate the winners.
True.
Which really wasn't too good for politics today. Because you have to really, politics is a great thing, and you always have to, well, I like how they do it in cricket, because you'd hear them when a side loses a match, they will tell you exactly why they lost the match, whether it was a batting that collapsed or the bowling wasn't too good. But the main thing was they were they always congratulated the other side. But there's something I wanted to bring to the attention of the general public in the St. Vincent election. Not this last one, but there was an election which was run, the election of 1972, in which, in those days, it was 13 constituencies. And the Labour Party, at the time, St. Vincent Labour, they took 6. The People's Political Party took the other 6. Well, that party was led by K2.
So you're talking about James Michel was independent, right?
Yes, when he ran as independent.
And he became prime minister.
When he ran, he was the man with the power.
Yes, he became prime minister.
He had been with the PPP before. But decided, and he thought, well, he was an agronomist, and he thought that the PPP leader at the time, who was Ebenezer Joshua, was not really pushing his ideas. So he decided to go with the other gentleman.
Keto? Milton Keto? Joshua, Ebenezer Joshua, right.
Joshua also had his wife in the contest. And, well, what happened is since after it is argued that the K2 was able, well, it was Ebenezer Joshua had had a discussion with K2 and said, well, look, you haven't been seeing Michel as much as you'd like, and he seemed to be doing a lot of yachting. So if he would offer him to be the leader of the deputy leader of his government and Minister of Finance, he could cross the floor. But in the deal, he'd also like his wife, Josh Ivy, to be the leader of the opposition. The deal was finalized and crossed and brought down Michelle.
Well, Beckway now, the leader now of the government, is from he's inherited that seat from James Michel. You know, he's from Beckway, Godwin Friday. So he's inherited that seat, so to speak. Anyway, we have to move on. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, caller. Thank you. We're going to take our first break. Let me just say the Minister of Sports now, Cupid, I spoke to him 2001 when I was coach of the Windwards under 19. He was a player on that team, Kashaka Cupid. So we spoke. In fact, every time I call him, he recognized my voice. First he said, Coach. I said, well done, congratulations, Kashaka Cupid. He's now Minister of Sports and Culture. Yeah, he was on the team in 2000. Devon Smith was the captain that year in Guyana when we won the tournament. Yeah, so Kashaka, I want to congratulate him. He's now the Minister of Sports and Culture as we take our first break.
Dominica, it's game time. On or off the field, every goal, corner kick, every penalty, from cricket to football to netball to basketball. Del Natchez is Dominica's #1 and only all-star sports all gear, all uniform, all access sports center. Get all your team and individual all sportswear, accessories, and fitness comfort apparel. Del Natchez got it all. From Nike to Lacoste to Puma, Adidas, Psycho Bunny, Levi's, football boots in all sizes, hoses, shin guards, goalkeeper gloves, sneakers for running, jogging, walking, climbing, hiking, or tracking, softball, cricket ball, sports trophies, and all sports gear and wear. Your sports dominance begins at Del Natchez. Oubliez, jouer, sway, sauter, marcher, évaduer, track pants, top shorts, sports bras, in all neutral or delicate fluorescent colored sports fabrics. Only at Del Natchez, proud sponsor the Sports Wrap, interactive sports review, results, analysis, predictions, and sports commentary. Del Natchez, Arcade George 5th Street, lower down from Ace Shillingford Shopping Center.
All you where in Roseau, Kimashabis, you can just walk in and order all your chicken parts, wholesale, and even enjoy retail. It's at AC Shillingford. All chicken parts available that you can afford. Fresh breast. And you know breast is best. Shillingford wings have muscle. After you eat it, you can fly. As for Shillingford chicken drumsticks, even swinging stars just order drumsticks from Shillingford. And for those of you who love Risapul, AC Shillingford keeps your belly full. Buy your chicken wholesale at AC Shillingford. From wings to thighs to drums to breasts to backs to necks, it's available. It's always available and it's affordable. Plus you've got pork feet, ham and turkey, bull foot, chicken nuggets, pepperoni, all those right seasonings to make your kitchen keep on ticking. Buy your wholesale chicken at AC Shillingford. When you think of chicken, think of AC Shillingford. Always fresh.
The economic fabric of Dominica revolves at AC Shillingford and Company. For timeless, trusted, dependable, comprehensive insurance coverage, it has to be New India Insurance. Need anything overseas? Shopbox Dominica Isle of Freight is your advance on-time delivery right to your doorstep. For super savings on all your groceries, come to ACS Super Shopping Center for laundry, groceries, food, effortless and even supply. ACS 7-Eleven on High Street supplying everyday essentials. Fill up your vehicle gas tanks, cooking gas, and top-ups of all kinds. Or go to 7-Eleven.
No, I just called back now. I'm going to have an interview on Kai.
Players for the confidential escape or staycation self-contained stations at the Potter's Place. Ace Shillingford, where you spend less and get more.
When you want it there, what you do? Shop at SDA. Better than the rest. Shop at SDA. And the husband, well, shop at SDA. You get more for what is there? Shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Yeah, shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. What is there? Shop at SDA. yes, family, customer friendly. With relocations, it's so convenient. And our pricing is that's where you belong. So tell your mama, tell your papa, shop at SCA. Tell your son and your daughter, shop at SCA. Auntie, nan, and cousin, friend, open power, all of them. My grandpa, open neighbor, girlfriend, boyfriend, side. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Check us out at Pottersville, High Street, and Downtown Rose.
Some laundry detergents may less so adding softness to your loads. But fortunately, Dominica, we've got Inswedo fabric softener. Inswedo is the conditioner of laundry care, making your clothes feel butterfly soft. Discover Inswedo fabric softener, long-lasting nature. Protect your fabrics. Revitalize your laundry with the refreshing scent of spring fresh Inswedo fabric softener. It's the most fluffy and all over Dominica. Look at that, it's a change.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in and need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Located at 37 Goodwill Road in Portersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@portersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservation. Porter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
It's game time. On or off the field, every goal, every penalty, from cricket to football to netball to basketball. Del Mattress is Dominica's #1 and only all-star sports, all gear, all uniform, all access sports center. Get all your team and individual all sportswear, accessories, and fitness comfort apparel. Del Mattress got it all. From Nike to Lacoste to Puma, Adidas, Bunny, Levi's, football boots and outside, big guards, goalkeeper gloves, sneakers for running, jogging, walking, climbing, hiking, or tracking, softball, cricket ball, sports strokers, and all sports gear and wear. Your sports dominance begins at Del Mattress. Oubliez jouer, sway, sauter, marcher, éventuer, track pants, tops, shorts, sports bras, in all neutral or delicate fluorescent colored sports fabrics. Only at Del Mattress. Sports, wrap, interactive sports review, results, analysis, predictions, and sports commentary. Del Mattress, Arcade George Bibb Street, lower down from Ace Shilpa Shopping Center.
Yes, we're back. And before we take our guests, just want to say to our sponsor, AC Shillingford, have been there with us for years. Papita for providing water. And also, Del Naji Sports Club. Don't forget, between Jollies and AC Shillingford, the best sneakers and T-shirts and what have you. Christmas is coming. The best deals you get that from Del Naji. Right. We're going to be talking basketball. We have with us the president of the Basketball Association right in studio. And we have with us the coach, Leonard Paul, and the captain, Lenil Paul. Both of them are online with us. They are the champions of this year's Premier League. We just want to say good night, gentlemen.
Good night, good night. Good night, man.
Good night. The president is here. I'm sure you've seen him, Mr. Donny Robinson. Donny, good night as well.
Good evening, gents.
Right. First, we want to say, guys, congratulations to you guys for winning this year's championship. Congratulations. And I'm sure Donny would like to congratulate you all as well for winning this year's championship.
So yeah, congratulations, guys. Lennon, we had a conversation before as well. Again, congratulations. Really happy to see that the perseverance is started to pay off. You guys have been very competitive for the past few years, so it's good to see you winning again. I know it's not your first time, so congratulations.
Guys, how does it feel to be champions again of local basketball? Tell us.
Oh man, it's very exciting. Like I said, it's been over 10 years since the championship came up north.
Wow.
It's just it make me remember all the back and forth in the league. Last year we were in the finals. We didn't get through in the last year, but this year we pulled through, man, and it's just a good feeling.
And coach?
Yeah, well, my views are the same like his. Yeah, like you said, just that this year we really decided we think time was long overdue, and we decided to invest, put some money into the team because we really decided that the time was due for us to have a championship. So, like I said on the first show, that we went as far as buying shoes for the guys and pay bus fee to make sure players could at least attend to games, you know, because we really decided that this time it was really our calling and our time, so we had to make it happen.
Tell us, what do you think were the main reasons why you all won this championship?
I feel it was togetherness. I feel like most of my, if you realize, I'm probably the oldest on my team. So it took the young boys some time to come around and understand the game, how the games actually has to be played, in terms of everybody have their position, and then you have to play your position right. We kind of all of us keep playing the same position. We have our responsibilities and then just figure it out. So not every night you have to come out and say you're going to drop 15 points. No, you can come in and take like 5 steals. So I feel at this point people realize their responsibilities and they took it at heart and they pulled through. That's it.
Yes.
Go ahead, Lobby. I see you want to ask. Go ahead, Lobby.
Yes. Let me just congratulate the boys from Paybush.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks again.
Yes, it's as a former basketball player, that's what you enter the league for, to win.
Exactly.
That's what you enter for, and Donnie knows that.
Yeah, man.
So let me tell you, first of all, how it was, the best of 5 or the best of 5?
Best of 5.
Yeah, best of 5.
Yeah, best of 5.
3-2 or 3-0?
3-1. They got the first game and then we got the last 3.
Okay, so they won the first game.
Yes, and then we got the last 3.
So having won the first game, so you all went and you all did your homework. So in other words, first of all, I realized that you all had to first of all improve on your defense.
Yeah,
that is it. And you all are bumping them, and and the shooting paid a lot. The hustling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I feel
because to come back and beat a team free having won the first game, and the case I never heard this one, your first game and then to go down 3-0, something had to be wrong. The team had to step up firstly.
So what happened was, I think I spoke to Donnie the very night we won, and I told Donnie what in playoff basketball, in series of basketball, that's what happens. Teams will come in and then you have to learn to adjust. So when they came in the first game, they had their plan set out, and they won us by about 4 points. Okay. So we went back, we adjust, and then we came back the second game. So we kind of figure out their defense after the first game. So we played around that for the second game and we won. Now the third game, like I said, I always come in the mindset that every team will adjust, but I felt they never adjusted after the second game. After the first game, they never readjusted. They kept the same defense, the same plan. And I just figured once we had that figured out, we kept with the same game plan and we just walked through it.
So
Donnie, you saw them play. So as a coach yourself, plus you have players well in the league. Tell us what you saw from that team that won the championship.
Well, Lenny and I had an in-depth conversation that I think what happened was they were able to run the other team to the ground by the fourth quarter. Every game they won the fourth quarter going up. Simply because the guys, although the other team is young, they played foot on the pedal all game. And you have to be able to be mature enough to control that. So Lennon being the leader of the team and most times having the ball in his hand, he was able to control that, especially in the fourth quarter. And one thing that they did was being able to adjust to their defense. Really, like you said, the center of the opposite team was always open, so they started exploiting that. So they would go through the middle for their big man, and they had an effective counteraction for that. But the other team didn't react to that at all. And it goes to show the maturity and the reason for having senior players on teams. I mean, their opponent is the youngest team in the league, and it's good to see the 2 years ago they were Division 2 champions and they were in the finals this year. And I hope they learned from that. But what Lennon is saying is quite right. They were able to adjust, and they really was able to dictate the tempo as the game progressed. Not initially, but as the game progressed, especially towards the end of the game, they were the dominant team every fourth quarter, which is good to see.
Well, any good team, that makes that victory so good, because if you can, make the adjustment, you lost the first game and you decided, we have to do something different. And you all did something different. The other team didn't do it different, and you all went comfortable. So you guys, hats off to you guys, and the coach must take credit for that, coach. Huh?
Well, yes, I mean, I was part of it, so I have to be, yes. Yeah, man. It was a tough one, very exciting game. You know, the men's team is a young team, and like we said, despite your age, despite how long you're in the league, we come with a mindset that we can go down to any team. We never think we're grown enough, we have plenty experience, we mature enough that we're going to walk over any team. We also always come with a mindset that it can go either way. So at the end of it, when we come and play the game, we come with that mindset. We're going to play hard, give it our all, and make sure we pull that one through.
I heard you mention that one of your players is gone away, and you all wanted to win for him. I'm sure. Are you referring to Dave Alexis? Is that the guy you're referring to?
Yeah, he was the next senior player next to me, and he left. Beginning of these finals,
November 1st.
Yeah, so he got to play the playoffs, but then the beginning of the finals, he left and traveled.
Wow! So I'm sure you all wanted to win. I'm sure he'd be happy for you guys, eh? I mean,
Yes. He actually watched all the games of the finals.
Oh, it was being streamed?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
it was
streamed.
Well, that's very good, Donnie. I congratulate you for that. I mean, wow, that's nice. So he could see everything from where he is.
Yeah, man. That's right. And you see, and not just that. I mean, it's like while he wasn't there, even from where he was on the other side viewing the game, he would at least call us and even mention us where he feel we need to tighten up, where we can do a little better, we can improve. So he physically he wasn't there, but his spirit was still with us.
Nice, man.
Yes, also talk to us about your support, your fan base and your support for you throughout the season, and how that translated to your performances.
So I'm going to explain my village for you. So after you know, the drive from Paybush to Rosa is a bit long, and the games, most of our games is at 9. So you know, not everybody that can make it, because by the time we finish play, it's like after 11, 12 o'clock. So they can't really make it. But every day, the following day, they'll hear the headlines in the news, and they'd come to me and tell me, "Hey, you guys did good. You guys keep it up. Even when we lose, they say, "Hey, all you fall short." Like, they always paid attention to it. Now, the night of that final game, some of the fans I saw made it up there on their own. Was just it really took me back. I was surprised to see some of the guys that came up just to support. I really appreciated it. It meant a lot to me, not just to me, but to the team as well. And I just want to say I appreciate them for everything. But people have been riding it for us ever since. They love the sport of basketball.
True.
Right now it's between basketball and domino. So, but they still,
yes. Donnie, in line with that question,
they still with us, and I just appreciate them and let them know I'm very grateful and thankful for everything.
Yes, indeed, Donnie. In line with that, there was some expectation that at least a game or two would be played in the villages. What happened to that plan? Because it seems to me that given, it would have been nice to put a game. What really caused
during the season,
change?
and I'm sure during a few of my visits here, we expressed our plans to have a couple games in the district. And Paybush was one of the places that was targeted. for various reasons, it didn't happen. It was not through lack of effort on both sides, but there were village issues one time in terms of other competitive events, etc., etc. We always wanted to. We actually scheduled 3 games on our schedule from the beginning that we played in Paybush, including our very defending champions. We were planning on going up there and playing at the time. It didn't happen. The finals was initially scheduled for us to have a game there as well. But obviously, one of the things that comes up then is a clear advantage for the team that is home, and considering the fact that the entire league was played in a neutral ground. So we had to, I think for basketball, it would have been great, but for, in the spirit of transparency and fairness, we would have had to keep the games in a neutral, especially finals in a neutral ground. Other than the other participating team agreeing, which we did try to do, and they made it, they were very clear that they were not willing to go and play in a disadvantaged environment. Okay. But moving forward, I just want to make that point. I must commend the coach in particular. He really made efforts to get one of the final games up there. It was not through lack of their effort. It was just we at the time thinking it was the fairest decision to make for the finals. As for the league, it was both sides. We couldn't make it happen at the time that we scheduled the 3 games. Court was not ready, or Village Feast was going on for various reasons. But moving forward, I think it only speaks volume for the game that they're with the support and the focus or the spotlight that winning the championship will bring on the Village. We're hoping that next year we can have as many games as possible in the old districts, and Paybush definitely being the national champions will have a lot of say in that.
Very well. Tell us, what's that going to do for basketball in Paybush now, coach and captain? Well, father and son already.
Come again? The winning?
What is that? Yeah, the winning the champion. You said it's 10 years since you last won it. So what is that going to do for basketball now in Paybush?
Well, honestly, we tend on taking that back to basically on the court. We have some work to do on the court, but I'm gonna be honest. Basketball has always been alive in Paybush, so it's not like it's dead and it's come back now. It's always been there. Like we even had our league this year. We had a league this year. We run it for like 3 months amongst ourselves, and it was a success. Chances are we might try and do one before the ABA starts next year. But like I said, we have a look a few stuff to do on the court, so we'll get that set up and then we'll move on from there.
But let me ask you, you say we will get that. Are you saying that your club is going to do it, or is it a public court? The court there, is it a public court?
Yeah, it's public. It's Paybush.
Yeah, it's public.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, is it the government who build that facility up there?
Yes.
The government.
But have you all spoken to them about resurfacing it or do anything on it?
Well, I can answer to that. They built the court at one stage, and it needed some attention. And I cannot remember exactly you, but they end up surfacing it for us again with that kind of outdoor paint for courts. Yes, so it's an outdoor court, so the weather plays a big role on that, wear and tear on the court. So there are 1-2 little things that need to be done, but our court is fairly good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, we're one of the only basketball court that has lights on the island.
Okay.
We have lights as well. Yeah.
So like I said, it's not nothing major. Probably just some work around the court, like fencing and stuff.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but yeah, we'll work on that and then we'll see how we move on from there.
All the players are from Paybush. All of them. All the players.
So we had 2 outside players. We had one, Aggie, is a young guy who attends the Axom School. That's a new medical school in Picard. So he helped us. He had played for us, and we had Ethan Bolon. That's from Marigot.
Right.
He was our center as well. So he was part of the team as well.
Okay. Lobby, I saw you wanted to ask us. Go ahead.
Well, just question. Once it's especially basketball, that's close to me. I come into Donny, yes, because my city itself, Roseau, has been paralyzed completely. I've not seen games. Donny, what's happening in Rose? What happening? Yes,
I'm always excited when you bring that concept up because you have to keep in mind that the DABA is not. We don't have jurisdiction over the facilities. What we do is highlight and push, and I can guarantee you, left to DABA and myself in particular, we would have more than 50% of our games outside of the arena. Having said that, we still want to make sure that we can manage the league and dictate the pace of the league. But to answer your question on the facility, that's above my pay grade. I will stay away from that. But as far as I know, the courts need some work. Not the court in terms of the surface, but I think there's something issues with the lights on the basketball court right now. The rims were down. That was fixed. That has since been fixed. But it didn't have enough lights for us to have any league games there. And again, you don't want to disadvantage any and take these chances in this day and age when we have that option. But I would like to see it back just like you.
Yeah, what? Just now, you understand me, because it saddens me. Seriously, just saddens me when Rose on the whole has been paralyzed. I've been paralyzed completely. And I say so openly. The place has been paralyzed completely, man. And what basketball? Windsor Park what it brought to Dominica, the hate of basketball. I remember Paybush, they had some good teams playing, It is sad. Very, very sad what's happening, in sports in Roseau. It's been paralyzed.
Well, honestly, you'll have to come back and help them to do something.
I kind of understand where he's coming from too, because similar thing happened to Portsmouth.
Right. Oh yeah, what's happening in basketball in Portsmouth? Like I remember Washway. Isn't it involved anymore in basketball?
Yeah, he still coaches the young ones.
Yeah, he's still that. Young female team.
Yeah, he coaches the young one. But then
so why they don't have a team in the Premier League?
They didn't have a team in any of the leagues.
Wow, that's tower of strength in the basketball before, and for them not to be playing now, it's something else.
Yeah.
It's something else.
So, gentlemen, one last question. Let us face it. Yes, the league now is over. Mm-hmm. What is the areas you feel that you are going to reinforce for next year?
Same as every year, but if you realize, if you realize people should basketball, we don't produce centers.
I know that. I know you all.
People give you a lot of guards. We have guards, but we don't have centers. So hopefully Boland will still write it for us.
I know that.
Probably.
No, I could recall, when Paybush, I could tell us you had to play them in the Windsor Park. Could recall you'll have to play them a high, zone.
Yeah.
Hitting from the outside, double team. You have to know how to play y'all.
Yes. So that's it. So we hope Boland is still there for us, and probably get another guy to help us to be inside.
Yes. When are you hot? All you're extra hot.
Okay, gentlemen, the president has to leave. He has another engagement. So we just want to say thank you, guys. Congratulations again. You all have to, obviously, Donny will have a different mindset next year when he plays you guys. So at least you all have to really come stronger and prepare for next year, right?
Yeah, man.
So it's
okay.
Really,
actually, we'll be meeting Donny this Friday.
Yes. Okay.
So
there's a marathon league. So we're going back at that.
But no, congratulations again, guys. Again, what I look forward to is working closely with you guys and see how we can even make basketball better and stronger in that side of the country. You guys have some young, talented young men up there, so let's make the best of it, and we're there to work together. And I'm sure any help that we can give and you can give, let's make it happen in the interest of sports and developing those youngsters that we have. So again, congratulations and good work.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. And we're always free to speak with us anytime you all have anything to promote in terms of basketball. Always contact me. We're free to publicize what you all are doing. So thanks again. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you, Donny. Thank you. Right, let's take another break now.
All right, bye.
Another ad break. Thank you, guys.
All right, take care.
It's game time. On or off the field. Every goal, corner kick, every penalty. From cricket to football to netball to basketball. Del Matches is Dominica's #1 and only all-star sports all gear, all uniform, all access sports center. Get all your team and individual all sportswear, accessories, and fitness comfort apparel. Del Matches got it all. From Nike to Lacoste to Puma, Adidas, Psycho Bunny, Levi's, football boots in all sizes, hoses, shin guards, goalkeeper gloves, sneakers for running, jogging, walking, climbing, hiking, or tracking, softball, cricket ball, sports trophies, and all sports gear and wear. Your sports dominance begins at Del Matches. Oubliez jouer, sway, sauter, marcher, éventuer, track pants, top shorts, sports bras, in all neutral or delicate fluorescent colored sports fabrics. Only at Del Matches, proud sponsor the Sports Wrap, interactive sports review, results, analysis, predictions, and sports commentary. Del Matches on King George 5th Street, lower down from Ace Shillingford Shopping Center.
All you where in Roseau, Kimashabis, you can just walk in and order all your chicken parts, wholesale, and even enjoy retail. It's at AC Shillingford. All chicken parts available that you can afford. Fresh breast. And you know breast is best. Shillingford wings have muscle. After you eat it, you can fly. As for Shillingford chicken drumsticks, even swinging stars just order drumsticks from Shillingford. And for those of you who love pull, AC Shillingford keeps your belly full. Buy your chicken wholesale at AC Shillingford. From wings to thighs to drums to breasts to backs to necks, it's available. It's always available and it's affordable. Plus, you've got pork feet, ham and turkey, bull foot, chicken nuggets, pepperoni, all those right seasonings to make your kitchen keep on ticking. Buy your wholesale chicken at AC Shillingford. When you think of chicken, think of AC Shillingford. Always fresh.
The economic fabric of Dominica revolves at AC Shillingford and Company. For timeless, trusted, dependable, comprehensive insurance coverage, it has to be New India Insurance. Need anything overseas? Shopbox Dominica and Isle of Freight is your advance on-time delivery right to your doorstep. For super savings in all your groceries, come to ACS Super Shopping Center for laundry, groceries, cooking, beverages, and event supplies on King George 5th Street. ACS 7-Eleven on High Street supplying your everyday essentials. Fill up your vehicle gas tanks, get your cooking gas, and top-ups of all kinds. Or go to 7-Eleven Portersville, where the best-kept secret is conveniently located upstairs in the confidential escape or staycation self-contained accommodations at the Porter's Place. AC Shillingford, where you spend less and get more.
When you want to get, what you do? Shop at SDA. Better than the rest. Go shop at SDA. And they all done well. Shop at SDA. You get more for what is there. Shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Yeah, shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. What is there? Shop at SDA. Yes, family, customer friendly. With free locations, it's so convenient. And our prices there. Madam, that's where you belong. Oh, tell your mama, tell your papa, shop at SDA. Tell your son and your daughter, shop at SDA. And the men and cousin friend, open power, all of them. Grandma, grandpa, couple, neighbor, girlfriend, boyfriend, side. Shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Check us out at Portersville, High Street, and downtown Rose.
Some long detergents may miss the mark when it comes to adding softness to your loads. But fortunately, Dominica, we've got Ensueno Fabric Softener. Ensueno is the conditioner of laundry care, making your clothes feel butterfly soft. Discover Ensueno Fabric Softener. Long-lasting, nature-inspired fragrances protect your fabrics. Revitalize your laundry with a refreshing scent of spring fresh Ensueno Fabric Softener. Makes your clothes fluffy, alive, and vibrant. Love all over Dominica. Local agents, AC Shillingford & Company. Available at all supermarkets, your favorite friendly neighborhood outlet, or shop. Use Ensueno.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in and need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House, located at 37 Goodwill Road in Portersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@portersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservations. Porter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
Dominica, it's game time. On or off the field, every goal, corner kick, every penalty. From cricket to football to netball to basketball, Del Natchez is Dominica's #1 and only all-star sports all gear, all uniform, all access sports center. Get all your team and individual all sportswear, accessories, and fitness comfort apparel. Del Natchez got it all. From Nike to Lacoste to Puma, Adidas, Psycho Bunny, Levi's, football boots in all sizes, hoses, shin guards, goalkeeper gloves, sneakers for running, jogging, walking, climbing, hiking, or tracking, softball, cricket ball, sports trophies, and all sports gear and wear. Your sports dominance begins at Del Natchez. Doublé, joué, sway, sauté, marché, et bedouillé. Track pants, top, shorts, sports bras. In all neutral or delicate fluorescent colored sports fabrics. Only at Del Natchez. Proud sponsor the Sports Wrap. Interactive sports reviews, results, analysis, predictions, and sports commentary. Del Natchez on King George 5th Street. Lower down from A Station for Shopping Center.
Yes, we're back, and we always hail our sponsors, ACS, Del Natchez, other ACS, and they have been with us for a number of years, and we always have to thank them, as well as Trapita, Giving Water, and Del Natchez Sports Club. As I say, people must run quickly. Christmas is coming. Get your sneakers and your T-shirts. Best place to get the best deals in town, Del Natchez Sports Club. Thus to say, New Zealand have declared 466 for 8. Kima Roach took 5 for 78. They have set West Indies 530 to win. So West Indies have the rest of tonight and tomorrow to score 550 runs. So we'll keep listeners posting the scores. Right. We're going to be talking football now, and we have with us the PRO of the DFA, Mr. Ebby Lawrence. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, gentlemen. Good night to the listeners of Q95.
Right. Ebby, I think we have a new team now in the Premier League for Bathurst State. Is that it?
Well, after the weekend, Bathurst State proved their prowess by defeating Coach Redicast East Central 4-1, making their way back to the Premier League. It was a thrilling encounter for Bathurst State, sending East Central former President Cup winners to First Division. That transpired over the weekend.
So East Central, that's a team was based in the East?
Yes, this team is based in the Sansove Gurup area. Led by the formidable coach, Mr. Stanton Serafin.
Okay, right. So they've been relegated, right?
They have been relegated, yes. Actually, they were in ninth place in the Premier Division.
Right.
And as we rightly know, the Mighty Avengers made it through, defeating Bathurst State.
Right.
And then the runners-up in this game, which Bathurst State came up number 2, was to make the ninth place team. So the ninth place team met with Bathurst State, and the result proved Bathurst State making their way back to Premier. Actually, Bathurst State was in the Premier last season, and they proved themselves as being a formidable club in town, and they are back for the new season in the 2026 season.
The Mighty Avengers, I think I heard them say about there's some problems with them. They say that they didn't show up for a match because they wrote to the DFA about some problem, and DFA didn't respond, and as a result, they will not take part until that is solved. Tell us about that.
Well, as sad as it is, I know that the matter is being investigated,
How long we take to respond to letters, that is another story. It is unfortunate that is how it is, but I know that the matter has been investigated, and I just did not want a back and forth, but I know for a fact that a response, when he sent, I sent him an acknowledgement of the letter saying that we acknowledge, and at the end of it, we will allow the necessary authorities to do the investigation. So a response was given, but if you wanted a formal one from that of the coordinator or assistant secretary, I know an investigation is pending and a follow-up will be sent to them ASAP.
Right. We saw the Dominica team. Well, most people say it was girls playing against ladies.
No
when
way.
Dominica were beaten 18-0. I know Lobby wants to speak about that. Really, that was a very sad occasion because the girls look out of their depth, Abby Lawrence. Our girls, were they properly prepared for that?
Well, most times, Mr. Sebastian, we tend to blame the DFA, and yes, we ought to take our blows where we ought to take our blows. But again, these ladies are entitled to club football as well. And I ask myself sometimes when I'm speaking, I know many may not like that version, but if the clubs are not putting the necessary work together with the ladies, then we won't get a product because it doesn't take 3 months to develop these women. And there must be a continuum. That's where the DFA will have to come in play now, a continuum of football, allowing these girls to exercise football. Yes, we got 18 love, but these girls came up against the ladies playing for Manchester and some of the big clubs in England, 40, 50 games a season. Whereas we only have 2 rounds of football for our ladies. Yes, we need to see better. And going forward, I believe we really need now to sit and plan a comprehensive program for women football because lots of opportunities avail itself for women.
Lobby, I know you want to speak about that, eh?
Yeah, I'm listening to the PRO, Sebastian. I'm just laughing, Sebastian. Seriously, don't blame the FA, Sebastian. The FA is the one responsible. They are responsible. I'm talking, please. I'm talking. When I'm through, you can talk, brother. The FA is the one responsible.
One of the greatest things I will say to you is that you are one of the greatest critics of DFA. Whatever that please, and start looking forward.
Listen, me, fella.
Okay, guys, hold on. Abby, hold on a while. Abby, hold on. Let him speak. When he's finished, you will come in.
Yeah, let speak, Sebastian. The man is just a PRO. I'm talking up, I've been involved coaching, training, and there's serious deficiency. Serious. You look at the football. It's not just they came up against Jamaica. Our girls, first of all, look like, they look like fish out of water. Seriously. It's looking like the game was foreign to them. They look very heavy in the game. In terms of tactically, they don't know anything about the game. It was sad. I can't believe after all the years, all what we have done in football at the youth level, and looking at the girls, that's what we have. We could have lost 10, but we could have gotten 30 goals. I mean, the way they played the game, like it's his first time playing football, out of position. They were very heavy at the end. They could hardly put, play 2 or 3 touches together. They were jumbled up in the defense. I mean, if he's very sincere, what I'm saying there, these are things people that know football. People called me and they expressed their total displeasure with what they saw. He's talking about bashing the football. They are responsible. All right, the government of Dominica is responsible for Dominica, for governing Dominica. The DFA is responsible for governing football, and people have to. Yes, they have to prepare for that. All right, and talking about critical. I am not happy. What I am saying, we can lose 8-10, but at least we can be competitive. Yes, we played. We attacked Jamaica now and again, but Jamaica to me had almost 99% of the ball, 99%. I mean, I was not happy at all. I'm not one who is very, very happy. A lot of time was spent in my time, women football. We had some very promising girls, very promising league. But he speaks about the club, the league. All right, every year you have a season opening, and it's the responsibility of the president. All right, to look back at the past season. If he wasn't happy, you have to address the girl. And when you open in, tell him exactly what you expect of them. We have to improve. FIFA is assisting us spending money. We have our programs, but you have a responsibility because all pressure people will be sending at the FA, and he mustn't get vexed because I can't say it's the Cricket Association, it's the Basketball Association, but the president, you have a responsibility to address when something is not going on. You look at the quality of the game. Every season you have a league opening, and you have to come up hard. You have to tell them that we have to improve. All right, Dominica have to take part. We are a member of FIFA, CONCACAF, CFU. We have to take part. All right, but we have to see how we can improve on the game. All right, and there's certain things we know. If the coach was there, there's certain question I would ask the coach. Things he has to do. You have to sit with. He may have to go sit. He looking as, for example, he knows that the boys playing small goal. Boys always involved. They're looking at the games. Guys looking at games. They're always looking at games. Our girls on a whole. How much time is being spent looking at football? Lots of football being played. That helped me a lot by watching the games. It has helped my knowledge become more knowledgeable in the game, understand the game. It has improved my coaching ability by watching the games. There are lots of things that can be done. Our girls.
Okay, let him respond. Abby, you heard what he said, right?
I'm going to ask him a question because sometimes you listen and it's laughable. Well, Mr. Loblack not wanting to have a back and forth. When you were in the DSA and now, what differences or what foundations were laid prior to you moving out?
What foundations? We had school program.
I gave you a chance. Because you critical, we have to do, we never do it, and the girls do this, and the girls do that. What foundations did you lay? Do you not know that there is a comprehensive program going on? FIFA is sending, you sitting on radio and saying FIFA is sending money. How much money is FIFA for the women, if you are exact? We need now to stop bashing things. We give people the impression, wait, Mr. Loblack, I gave you your chance.
You're going to ask me a question. Go ahead.
I gave you a chance. Yes, we have to improve. We have to improve in every aspect of football development. I'm not saying no. But there comes a time we must stop just pointing our fingers at the negatives and look at the positives.
Okay.
If I could, are you done?
Hold on, Lobby.
Okay, Lobby, go ahead. I'll come in after. Go ahead.
Yes, he just asked a question about what we left. What we observed when not what we listen to me. Just listen to me. Can you listen to me? I was part of it. What was observed by the when Kurt was there, we realized we're looking at the school league. The girls and them, they cannot head the ball, they're afraid of the ball, they keep it and so on. We had a program go into the schools, and that was just stopped because we realized the girls have a lot of work to do. Work on their motor movements. You have to work on very, very early. We realized one of them girls started playing football late. All right, they're not well coordinated. You have to work on those things. Unlike boys who get involved in playing very young, very, very, not like our girls. And they believe football is, because my friend playing, I want to play. It's a very hard game. And conditioning is very, very important. So these things have to be done.
Go ahead, Abby, now. Well, I think Dr. Fountain wanted to chip in there. Dr. Fountain, yeah.
Yes, I wanted to move a little bit away from the women's game, Abby. And I know that, we just had this Baffin State moving up to the Premier League. And I just wanted to ask in terms of what is next? I mean, what can we look forward to as far as...
Well, what is presently happening, Dr. Fountain and the listeners of 295, we are having the President's Cup Division 1 prelims going on. And from that, we will move on to the quarterfinals and the finals, where, again, the first division teams will compete for football supremacy. And as we speak, tonight there we have Kalinishi, ACS Parish in Dublin. And so the President's Cup is presently on its way. And again, there is women football to be played. There is U18
football to be played. We will just well enter the after Christmas season with some more football.
Okay, all right.
All right. Okay, Abby, Lobby, you have anything more to tell Abby, to Abby?
No,
before we
that's
close?
all I say, Bassen, for now.
Okay. All right, Abby, thank you very much. So we will keep in touch with you again next week. I mean, Christmas is coming. Maybe that might be the last thing we'll speak to you about before, because after that, after today, we only have 2 more programs before the end of the year. So we'll speak to you again next week, okay? And don't forget what I spoke to you about, eh? Don't forget.
No, I haven't, but let me say at the end of it, we, as a nation, will together develop the product. We cannot just throw everything out, soap water, and breathe everything out one time. It's step by step, inch by inch. I believe again, and I'm saying it with everything that I have, we shall see a difference once the chance is given to prove ourselves. It doesn't take the 9-member executive only, it takes a comprehensive approach to it. The clubs work with the FA work with the community work with the school, sports division work with us, and let's together harmoniously make football what it's supposed to be. God bless you all and have a good night.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Talk to you about 6. Guys, so we have probably, another 40 minutes. There's a lot of cricket we have to talk about. First of all, West Indies on the way. They are 6-0 lost, chasing 530 to win. So West Indies are on the way. Campbell is on 2. Chanderpaul not yet off the mark. So West Indies chasing 530 to win at 6 without loss.
So they cannot score the 530. Do you think they can bat out two full days?
Well, if they survive tonight, that would be very good. That's all I would say. If they complete today's play, if they bat till 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, well, they will have done well.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what they have to do. I mean, they should just look to just bottle down and just get some batting practice and see how long they can stay. Because I don't think they can necessarily go after the 530 rounds.
No, there's no way. I think that's out of the question. Of the scoring, although New Zealand has a bowler shot, we're not getting injured. So they only have 3 frontline spinners.
And then you notice that Shea Hope did not feel at all.
He has an allergic. They say some allergy with the eye.
With his eye. I mean,
that's
that
what
is,
they say.
so that's
so
a
we're not
big
even
concern.
sure he feel bad tonight.
That's a concern.
Yeah, it's a big concern. But I was very disappointed in Shea Hope. I'll tell you why. If you're on 50 odd, you can't be jumping all over the place. I mean, and I'll tell you straight, if Shea Hope scores runs for the rest of the series, he will have made a big adjustment because they're going to be peppering him now with short balls. Because I couldn't believe, and I thought they took a long time before they did that, but the Shea Hope to me look completely at sea again. And you come from a country where they had an island where they had a lot of fast bowlers, and to be jumping all over the place. And even when he got out, he was way outside the off stump, when he got out. And I just felt that. And the coaches, what they're doing, man. I mean, it was very poor, and I was very disappointed. Because if you're batting on 50, you have to take on the bowler in the bowling shot. You have to take them on. Hook, try something. You can't be just jumping all over the place. I mean, man, that was very poor and very disappointing of Shea Hope, honestly. Very. Yeah, Lobby.
Yes, first of all, Sebastian, I want to, looking at I find that Hodge should have played that game. Serious. I find to me, I would have played Hodge before Afanaz.
Well, I would think Afanaz was a bit lucky, to be honest.
I would have played Hodge. Because you tell me, you had a president 11 playing. The man's got 55 not out. He took his 10 batting, and to me, that normally either. That's how we.
But again, they might say Brendan King made 78 too.
Yeah, position.
But Brendan King batted at 3. Afanaz batted at 3. Anyway, let's take this caller. We come back. Good evening.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Yes.
I listen to Neil Wagner, and Neil Wagner said exactly how to get him up. Put a leg slip and bowl him, go around the wicket and target the body on the head. And so soon, as in the man said, the same thing and same way Hope out. But we don't have hookers, man, because back in the day when we had Frederick, Richard, Kalisha, Run, you don't bowl that kind of shot ball until you get in a window. The man was jumping. And one thing I find with the Mike Stamp, I find it was, I listen to all what they say, the other Mike Stamp, Mike
Yeah, the stump mic, the
Mike.
stump mic, the
Yeah,
stump
we
mic.
getting nothing, but that one we getting everything, but like they want. But those guys, they're not the old timers in there that would you have to think twice to bounce them or to bowl short pitch at them.
No,
Yeah.
Anyway,
But you know, having the
that's-
color code spoke about that. But when you look at our bowlers and this watching Joe and Lane told me that's why we need selectors in the West Indies. I cannot imagine people could be watching cricket and to pick Lane to play cricket for West Indies. When John Lane looks like an ordinary medium pacer, he doesn't look like he can get anybody out. He has no pace. And then I don't understand it. That's why
you know,
need
but interestingly enough, I heard Bishop saying that he's one for the future.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you saw
yes.
you were watching cricket, right? And
Yes,
you saw it on
yes. But you know, so apparently he sees something in him that I don't know.
But
well, anybody watching Lane, I don't see anything. I'm not saying he can develop it along the road, but for now, he really doesn't fit the bill. Honestly, to me, he shouldn't be playing. Honestly, if you ask me.
Let me tell you, first of all, I watch him. So when talking about he's promising, you have to show me how promising you are. You know, you have a chance. You have to show me what you are made of. But I will talk about Chanderpaul inning, Sebastian. Chanderpaul, I was very much impressed. The storm, he stayed there, and that is what we need. Remember,
Yeah, man, he batted for almost 5 hours.
Yeah, you need people to stay at the wicket, to stay at the crease.
that is what we're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
somebody must stay and
Yeah.
fight on that. Yeah.
Although he got out kind of carelessly, you know,
Yeah.
his eyes opened up and that seems like a nice little pull shot there. And yeah.
Sebastian, again, remember, we failed to score 200 runs again. We have failed to score 200 runs.
Yeah, that
I
is
think
true.
that
That's
is
true.
where we lost the plot. You know, having bowled New Zealand for 231,
Mhm.
we had to score more than that.
Mhm.
Period. You
Yes.
know, we had to.
But we were going well. When Hope and Chanderpaul batted, they were going well.
We just
And
collapsed.
Yeah, just collapse. I mean,
And Sebastian, secondly, Sebastian, let us face it. As you said, Sammy, seriously, I will send Sammy shoot to me by now. You need, there should be an outcry to me. Something in the region right now. It is sad what happened to West Indies cricket. It cannot be a recurring decimal. Well,
if we get swept in the series, that means we will have lost 8 test matches this year.
Yeah.
How long can you go on with that?
Yeah.
I mean, something has to be done.
Yes.
Because if we lose these 3 test matches, we will have no points in the World Test Championship and we will have lost 8 test matches.
You know, but see,
surely
also,
that cannot continue.
I mean,
that cannot continue.
But Roach is batting at number 8.
Yes.
I mean, Roach,
exactly.
Roach is the customer batting at 10 or 11.
Exactly.
So the fact he's batting at number 8 tells
Your
you that
tail is very long.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
left hand is color.
It's a long or very short. I
Your
don't
left
know.
You're right. Good evening. Good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Minard. Yeah.
Yeah, I just tuned in and I heard you speaking in reference to the fast bowler. I heard you saying something about Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, saying in terms of perhaps he's not ready for this level. And you're right. You're right. I mean, it's something that the West Indies board continue to. Imagine we have a coach. What really, to be honest, makes Darren Sammy qualify to even lead our coach, the test team?
Well, you will have to ask Kishore Shallow and company. They're the ones
But
who are.
you had him on your program. I tried to get in that night because I really wanted to deal with certain issues, but I couldn't get in, unfortunately. And the nonsense, Sammy, he has his favorite people, and you and he maybe not getting on, or he don't like you, or whatever. He bring in Brendan King. He was failing and failing. He continued to play him in the test team because you happen to be perhaps maybe done reasonable in maybe the 2020 or one-day cricket. That doesn't make you in terms of the test match. Look at Hope, 50 something. He averaged in terms of the one day. right, with so many centuries, have done really, really well in terms of one-day cricket. But with Test cricket, outside of the little 100 that he just made, I mean, what he has done, how much he averaged?
He's averaging about 24, 25. Sure, that's right.
Right. So when you're talking about somebody playing Test cricket, you know, look at the fellow who they bring in for Australia. A 13 first-class century he has. When you put all of them in the West Indies team, they have 13 first-class century.
No, they would have first class, not Test centuries. You mean, of course, the batting would have 13 first class 100. They wouldn't have 13 Test 100 for sure.
But
they'll have first class 100. Yeah.
What is that?
They will have 13 first class 100. They wouldn't have 13 Test centuries. But the combination, because for instance, John Campbell this year alone in the first class company made 3 centuries. He made 3. So definitely they will have more than 13 centuries. First class, but not Test centuries.
When you add all of them, but when you look at individually, none of them could come nowhere close. And most of them, they have been around for some time at the first class level. Now in the Test team for some time. Hope was there. Then he went off. He concentrated on his short money cricket. And now he's back. And also, Holder was there, rated as the best all-rounder. And they're putting him in the shorter version. I mean, what in terms of certain players, West Indies don't really have a plan. They don't even know where they want to go. Captaincy, which is something important. And it seems like he's maybe throwing up a coin or whatever to go with this person.
West Indies, 8 without loss. 8 without loss now. West Indies, 8 without loss. Yeah, go ahead.
That's Mr. Menard.
Yeah.
Mr. Menard, hold on. Lobby wants to say something. Hold on, Mr. Menard. Go ahead, Lobby.
Okay.
Yeah, what is the latest with the injury with Shama Joseph and Azari Joseph?
Well, Shama Joseph out for the season. I know he's in England getting treatment. Azari Joseph. In fact, it's my understanding that Azari Joseph may be suing the board because he felt that he was badly diagnosed. That is what I'm hearing. So I have to dig more into that. What I'm hearing, he might even be suing the board.
He was badly diagnosed, so the injury he wasn't injured then.
Well, he's injured, but maybe, I don't know. All I know is something to do with that. He might be suing the board. I have to get more details about that.
But
this is like a comedy show.
Well, you know, as we talk about the God guy, Dr. Fontaine Lobby, Mr. Menard, we have to talk about, there is this discussion now about the president of the board.
It's true, right.
As we know, the president has been appointed a minister of tourism in St. Vincent. He's the president of the board. I personally spoke to him on Sunday for about 15 minutes. I'm not going to disclose what I gave him some advice because honestly, I do not see how that can work for you to be the president of Cricket West Indies and to be a minister of tourism. There's no way. Because I'll give you an example. The president has to represent the board at ICC meetings. Let us suppose the budget speech is going on in St. Vincent and then there's an ICC meeting in Dubai. How it's going to work and physically, I mean, if it's not a meeting by online and it has to be there physical, how is that going to work? And I don't see that working. And in fact, my understanding, what I found out is that apparently the president wanted to be a backbencher. He didn't want to a ministerial post, but the prime minister now put on the foot and said, no way. The people have put their trust in us. We feel you have the capability and you have to be a minister. So he's now found himself in a dilemma. And I find he's playing a risky game, to be honest. Because when you go to the polls, people put their trust in you. And to now let them down, that is a cause for concern. And we will wait to see. I think normally there's a quarterly meeting, and I think there's one probably next week, the board. And the AGM is in March next year. So we don't know what's going to happen, Dr. Fontaine Lobby. We don't know what's going to happen.
I feel, first of all, answer that of he's being greedy. He is being greedy. And he should tell, I if it was in my constituency like that, I would put pressure on for the guy to step down. Shiloh should step down.
You
Definitely
should step down as what? As what?
As the president of the border.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but
step down.
Is it not a full-time job?
No, well,
Is
well,
it?
how it is now, it's supposed to be a full-time job. Cricket, West Indies cricket is a full-time job from what I know.
Well, it should be.
Yeah.
It is not.
Well,
And he gets paid as a full-time person. So I think, yeah.
Well, guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you are cooking and you throw up in the pot, you can't get that salt out, you know. Right? So you don't put the salt in and try to take it out. The reality is that there are a lot of things that really, to be honest, should have been addressed before Shiloh put himself on that ballot, right? And I seriously, if I was in St. Vincent, a part of that political party and movement, I would have said to Shiloh, whether at what executive level or whatever, you can't be a doctor and a lawyer at the same time, right? You cannot be the minister of in the government. If you're going to run, which he's saying, he expect to win, because if you run, I want to be elected, are you running? Why you running if you don't want to serve? You know, it doesn't make any sense, right? So the board directors and whatever should have said to Shiloh, so it should have been dealt with at the board level and also at the party level, that if you decide to go and run in terms of politics, you have to give up the president of the West Indies board, because you cannot be effective serving in these two important positions as a minister. And look now, he's being given such an important portfolio as the Minister of Tourism in a country. You know how important that portfolio is?
Anywhere in the Caribbean, tourism minister is an important
minister.
minister.
In the Caribbean, we are just about every single economy outside of the CBI. Tourism is the number one contribution to most, if not all, of the economy, especially some in the region, right? So the cabinet, the party, and whatever should have sat down and said to Shiloh, seriously, professionally, and honestly, Shiloh, this is serious business, and we cannot take our government like a papishionist, right? You are hoping to serve as a government minister. We don't expect you to be serving still in the capacity as the president of the West Indies board. He's not even to say the vice president or a board member, the leader of West Indies cricket. How serious Shiloh is taking the West Indies cricket? How serious? I should have this job, getting paid half of the work. I mean, the board have to take a serious stand and tell Shiloh, the board directors, nobody even say nothing. Nobody say nothing.
Well, I spoke to two directors today, and some people feel, well, some of them, well, again, some people, how I would say, they wouldn't want to come out publicly, but people feel that he must give it up. They don't feel that. I spoke to two of them today, and that is a problem, because you cannot expect. The thing is that you went up for election. Obviously, you must have known, anybody that was for the election know the NDP was going to win the election. The thing is that a lot of young people were in that campaign. They placed their trust in you. You cannot now come and let down the people by saying that you want to be a backbencher and you want to put all your energy with. If West Indies cricket was doing well, cricket was doing well, I don't mind, but West Indies cricket has been badly governed for the last few years. on the field we're not doing well. So it's a problem.
No, but when does he get time to? I mean, working as a minister is a full-time
A
job.
full-time
Probably
job.
working overtime.
Exactly.
So when does he get? And it's a different country. Not able to
Exactly.
say he can leave his office and run to his office on the other
Exactly.
side. It's it's a different country, a different set of operations. It's just not possible.
Nobody's
He has to give it
dishonest
up.
for
He
him
has
to
give it
want to
up.
think that he can run that. That's
And-
been very
and
dishonest.
is there anybody, I mean, come on, there were people before him.
Yeah,
There should
exactly.
be people,
Western District was always there.
you know.
So it's been very dishonest.
But there must be there must be somebody that is almost like he's employing himself.
Yeah, you're right.
Is he employing himself, Mr. Maynard? It seems that he's the person that's calling those shots.
Pardon?
Now, I was asking whether he's the one employing himself. It looks like there is nobody above him.
Yeah, I mean, this thing really, and to be honest, is really getting serious. I mean, and disturbing, because Shallow is looking forward to get to pay by doing half of the work in both jobs.
Okay, and what I can say here is that the president's pay is much bigger than the minister's pay. I can tell you that for a fact. That
I would expect
much bigger.
So
I can
all,
tell
so all the more reason why he has to devote himself to it, one or the other.
Yeah, you can't do both. He cannot do both. And he knew what he was. But
I can understand him holding on until he got elected, which is
right.
fine,
No problem with that. Right.
But now that he's won, his party has won, he's a minister, he has to give it up.
Yes, I mean, there's no way he can, and he should be man enough. I mean, to say, and as I said, this is a risky thing he's doing because you could run the risk. We have a caller. Let's take the caller. Good evening.
Yes, Sibo. Good evening to you on your panel. Mr. Maynard has hit the nail directly on the head. You cannot eat your cake or have your cake and eat it. And as Mr. Maynard said, how serious are you about West Indies cricket? So that is to show you they're not serious at all about West Indies cricket. They are, according to Short Shirt, their purpose of going up is for the box. and they are not serious. I agree with something that is very, very disturbing, man. And over 500 people voted for that man, So
he won. He won by 560 votes. He not over 5. He got 2,800 something votes. He won by 560.
Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. He won by over 500 votes, and you're going to let down the people. You cannot have your cake and eat it, as I've said before. And West Indies cricket is serious business. That is no wonder why we are where we are, according to Dice.
Yeah, bumpsy war.
Well, it's really a bumpsy war because I can tell.
Maybe you could answer me after, just on a soft part. I know you have been to New Zealand,
yes,
right?
5 weeks I was up there. Yeah.
Right. Tell us something about the culture of New Zealanders. I see the people playing Tracy Chapman. If you hear the kind of music they playing, I listen to their cricket over the years, Tracy Chapman and those kind of.
One thing I'll tell you, New Zealand people, this is a nice place to go. I'm telling you, I've never seen friendly people like that. And you go there, and those people are so well-mannered. I'll give you a story that I remember one of the games, one was up there. We lost the women. I was there. The lady West Indies women were up there. So I went up as the selector for the team. So we lost the game. That day, I don't think we should not have lost. I got so annoyed. I decided I was not going up on the bus. So I went out of the ground and I decided I was going to look for a taxi to get to the hotel. So I'm standing there, and this lady is coming, and she stopped. She said, she's driving a car, and she stopped by me, and she said, hello, who are you? So I said, I'm a selector from West Indies. They said, what are you doing there? I said, I'm looking for a taxi to get to the hotel. She said, where are you? What hotel are you at? I told her. And then she told me, get on board. And then she drove, and she's speaking to me. And I just find the lady seemed a stranger. And and in the hotels, even you walk in the city, lovely people, man. New Zealand, real lovely, I tell you.
Yes, I'm watching around and they're quiet, sitting on their blanket. They're not making any fuss.
And the thing about New Zealand, all the grounds you go to, they're probably one main stand. In fact, where they're playing now, we spent 2 weeks there. The first 2 weeks of the tour, that's where the girls played most of the matches at the Hagley Oval in Christchurch. You know, there was this big earthquake a few years ago. You remember that, right? And it was really...
I think was destroyed. The stadium was destroyed.
Not
right?
the stadium alone, a lot of the houses, the city, they had to rebuild. And a lot of the ground, what they do, they put like the main pavilion, and people drive their vehicles. They sit on couches, they have their chairs. It's like a picnic area. I remember we played at Hamilton.
Okay.
That was the same thing.
I'll listen to the radio.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Next caller. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, what's happening, boy?
Bob, what's up? What's up?
Let me tell you. One of the problems I think, remember there was a report by the past Prime Minister of Jamaica concerning West Indies cricket. There's always been this question of political interference in West Indies cricket. And that is a serious problem. I cannot understand why the Charlo would want to continue in that position when he has won an election. I mean, you cannot be a minister of government and then you are president of the West Indies cricket. I mean, when there's always been this problem with political interference. So, I mean, I think the responsible organization, like the Winod Island Cricket League, a letter must be written to this man telling him it doesn't serve the interest of West Indies cricket for him to hold both positions. And that must be done.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct. Yes, correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead, Lobby.
Yes, now I want to ask a question. Enoch Lewis, what is he manager for? Is he there for life?
Enoch Lewis is not. He's not a manager. He's a board member. He's the longest serving board member.
Is he there for
You
life?
mean Raw Lewis? You mean Raw Lewis?
Raw Lewis. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, we have a caller. Good evening. Yes, yeah.
I had a question out of context. Where the World Cup going to take place?
The World Cup next year is in India and Sri Lanka. That's what the World Cup in February.
Not cricket, you know, the football.
The football is Mexico, Canada, and the US.
The World Cup, but to me, I heard they have got a stadium. A new stadium is going to be above ground, above the earth.
Above the earth?
Yeah, they're making a stadium. So
where? Which country they're doing that?
I think somewhere. Where are that all thing here?
Well, the World Cup is in Mexico, Canada, joint, and the US.
Is it in Mexico?
No, I remember him. I'll call you.
Oh, is he referring to Qatar when they had the thing in Qatar? But
Well, the World Cup is in joint hosted by these three countries.
We have several calls.
Yes. Good evening.
Yes, gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to make a slight comment about Dr. Charlo and this president. I mean, Dr. Charlo was already the president of West Indies cricket. But if you feel that you wanted to stay as president, why go and contest these conventions? Now you have gone, people put their trust in you, and for you to tell me you don't want to serve them fully?
Well, he wants two salaries, I would think. Probably want two salaries.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. If people put their trust in you, come and serve them.
Yes,
That's
I
what you're
agree.
supposed to do.
Yes,
That's
you're
what
right.
it is.
You're very right.
Oh,
sir.
yes, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Good night.
Next caller. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello, Siwa, good evening.
How are you, my
Yes,
dear?
fine.
Yes.
Siwa, I listening to discussion there.
Mhm.
I'm asking a question. Siwa,
Mhm.
if Charlo is a minister, what time he will have to serve his constituency if he wants to be still president of the cricket board?
Very good question. That's why I say it's a risky thing he's
How is
doing.
going to serve his constituency? And the prime minister gives him full salary.
Well,
You understand? And he has to stay. And so he wants to be a government minister, stay there and give up the post. You cannot have a politician involved in cricket, Sibo. You know how it is already. Some people have their favorites, you know what I'm talking
But not only that, what will happen? There'll be conflict because, you know, what I know, the president is always head of the fixtures committee. In other words, when they're allocating matches to venues. obviously the Minister of Tourism, by the way. So when they have to allocate matches, St. Louis will be a favorite place for matches. So that is why there's a conflict of interest there. It just shouldn't be. It cannot work. It just cannot work.
The truth of the thing, either you stay there, okay, the people voted you, how many? 2,000 what votes you get, the people wanted you. So stay there and leave the cricket.
But you know, if Shallow is smart, I'll tell you what. The Prime Minister 10 years from now will be 76. The Deputy Prime Minister 10 years from now will be 84. Cummings, another long-serving member, will be 10 years, will be 80. Shallow is just 40. If he's smart, and I told that to him, 10 years from now, he look like the guy that could be leading that party.
Of course.
From what they have. So if he's really smart, he should put all his energies. He could be a prime minister in 10 years' time, honestly.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, but Sibo, I asked the question, I'm asking it again, because it seems to me that there must be a board. Isn't the affairs of isn't the board overall responsible?
Well, they are, as I told you, they are.
Or is it that he's the board?
No, he's not the
get
board.
it.
People can, in fact, as I was saying to a director today, they can move a motion.
But of
They
course.
can move a motion saying to, if he doesn't want to resign, and all of them vote so that he can be moved. Because it cannot work.
I thought it's the board that hires and fires. I mean, wasn't our guy there at one time? Somebody from
Nanton?
not Nanton, who was involved in cricket from Dominica. The Shillingford guy, wasn't he?
Gregory?
Gregory.
No, Gregory was the CEO.
CEO,
Yeah,
yes,
and he was
okay.
fired. That was when Wes Hall was the president.
Right. So
Gregory.
but he's the president. So
Right.
so surely the same things apply. I mean, he
The
can
only
be
thing, the
removed or-
constitution of the board, there's nothing that's saying he shouldn't be there. But if you have any morally, you shouldn't be, you cannot be president.
But somewhere in this contract, it must say you must give a certain amount of hours. You are paid a certain amount a week or hours a week and so on.
Yeah.
It is clear if you're doing a 40 a week, you cannot do a 40 a week.
Yeah.
Because 40 and 40 is already 80.
As I say, the board, you have to represent the board all about. A minister of tourism has to go all about and do work for his government. So it's almost impossible for him to do that job. Yes. And he must know that. And I think Charlotte knows that as well.
Yes, Sibyl, we are almost out of time. This game, Australia, but also the one day between
India,
South Africa and India.
They came back well, eh?
India.
By the way, on Saturday morning,
South Africa came back.
Yeah, Saturday morning, the third one, 4:30. But Virat Kohli, he is just a champion.
Back to back.
5,300 in ODI. I wonder if anybody will break that. 53, not 23 though. 53.
Yeah, but to see the way he just came back and just scoring hundreds like he's going out of style.
Yeah, the guy, and it's so easy. He makes it look so easy. Eh?
Yes.
But again, it shows you that if you have good technique, you can score runs. That guy, you look at him, his technique is good.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't forget the Ashes tonight.
Yes.
By the way, 12 a.m. tonight in the Australia and England. This morning, what's his name? Geoffrey Archer was beating ball.
And Joe Root got his first century in the
Ashes. First century in Ashes series. So it's going to be very interesting tonight. So, yeah, another caller. Good evening.
Yes, Sibo.
Yes.
Let me tell you, you don't know what ICC at all. I think about that. They're not for politicians in English cricket. The ban teams on that already. Eddie Weston is down like a dung. He's not very much trouble.
Okay, caller.
Oh yes, actually, the caller is making a point there
about the ICC,
and the
regulations.
Yeah. So that should depend.
But Sebastian, let me tell you first of all, this problem there. The leader of the party, first of all, needs to get some blame. If I was yes. First of all, Sebastian, there must be an ultimatum, a discussion with him, discussion with him. It's either or. These things must come up. If you win, gentlemen, if you win,
what he wanted, from what I understand, and from a very reliable source, he wanted to be a backbencher, but the Prime Minister put on his foot and said, "No way. You have the skill. We want you to be a minister." Let's take this caller. Hold on, Lobby. Good evening. Hello. Next caller. Good evening.
either or.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, Sebastian, let me say quickly.
Yeah, quickly, because we're going to wind up now, Mr. Medad. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would be very happy if you can try and get Shallow on your program.
Well, I tried. Well, we spoke about that, but he felt that maybe some of the questions would be too tough. As I said, I spoke to him for about 15 minutes, about 10 to 5, from 10 to 5 on Sunday afternoon, and we had a nice chat. So I did mention and ask him about joining today, but he felt, boy, he says, Sibo, no, people, yeah. So I just left it alone. I
agree with him, Sebastian.
Yeah, and I hope that I would get a chance to have a word with him when that time comes. I just want to say quickly in reference to Joe Root with 160 test matches with 40 100, the best batsman for England in the history of Test cricket. And yes, as you rightfully mentioned, his first century in Australia. And it was very, very important for his record, but most important for his team, because he being the leader in terms of, the batting and also his experience at this level. He definitely needed to come good.
Yes, and he did.
This is what is important to me.
Yes, indeed.
Because that is the best.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Medad. Let's try to squeeze in a couple more calls there. All right, we lost this one. Yes, so Sibo, but also Robin Smith.
Died there, suddenly. And the way he did, reading about his life,
he was there
alcoholism
but he was there with the team. And,
in fact, he was in the first test. And then, very sad. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Sibo. Who is the vice president of the West Indies?
Azim Bazarat from Trinidad.
Well, I think this would be a good occasion for him to step up. But Shallow has to resign from the position.
Of course, yeah. You have no choice.
You're going to have a very serious conflict there. And again, he will not have the time to commit himself to doing the political work which the people voting for.
Exactly. Very right.
It shouldn't really even cause that talking point.
Very right. You are very correct. It shouldn't even reach that stage. You're right. It should reach that stage. You're very right. Thank you.
Don't allow that to come up, man, because it seems to me the people in the Caribbean now looking to cricketers now for.
Well, some people are using the cricket for their profile too, eh? Some people using the cricket too as well.
All right,
thank you. Yeah. Good evening.
Yes, Sibo.
Yes.
India is my team. I support in India. But I want to revisit the game today.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. India should have scored 480 runs.
Well, yes. 380, you mean, not 480. They should have
380.
380. Yeah.
Had it been Australia would have scored 380 runs.
Yeah,
it was dead. And there is one thing I noticed about, there's nothing you can take away from Kohli. But something I noticed about Kohli, unlike Rohit Sharma, regardless to the situation, Sharma plays for the team. If you notice, anytime Kohli around 90, he playing for himself.
Well, he tried to get to 100. I mean, he's using the young players should be watching him when they get to 90 to see how to get to 100. That's what young players should be looking at. Yeah. Anyway, Senval, we have to close up now. Okay, we're coming to the end of the program because the Workers' Voice is coming out. Let me just say the Dominica under 23 team, they played a match against the St. Lucia under 23 team today. In the Gardens, the Dominica team lost. Stefan Pascal made 40 odd for Dominica. They played a 25-over game today. Tomorrow, there's another game starting at 9:30 in the Gardens. Dominica under 23 against St. Lucia under 23. On Sunday, there will be the finals of the Dominica Cricket Association Intermediate League. That match will be played at Granby. It will be the Kalinago Blasters against the Police Sports Club at the Geneva playing field on Saturday at Granby. So tomorrow at the Gardens, the Dominica under 23 team plays the St. Lucia under 23 team. So gentlemen, when things are going good, you don't want it to end, but we have to come to the end of the program. So on behalf of Emmanuel LeBlanc and Dr. Fontaine, I just want to say good night to everybody. We'll be back next week.